Hi friends, it's your pal Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons & Dragons, and we're going to talk about a brand new Dungeons & Dragons product, which is extremely unusual and extremely exciting, and that is Welcome to the Hellfire Club. So it is co-branded, a Dungeons & Dragons product, and it is a Stranger Things product. We are officially starting the ramp up. You are actually, I was going to be like, oh, Dungeons & Dragons is about to hit its turbo. Dungeons & Dragons is about to hit its nitrous oxide. I got nothing left, right? Like, Dungeons & Dragons is already going Naruto ham on every competitor. The only thing, and actually Daggerheart right now is Daggerheart is still there, but Daggerheart is cooling. You know why it's cooling? Nobody can get it. Like, oh, I'm so excited about your product. I'd love to buy it. Oh, I'm sorry. We're a little mom and pop shop. We're not really a global company. We are a global company, but we really can't buy globally or distribute globally or create globally or, well, I don't know. I guess the CEO was practicing his grog voice too much. I don't know. And I think Daggerheart is cooling off, man. Like, you know, and hey, where's Chris Perkins? Like, where's Jeremy Crawford? Shouldn't they be talking to us every single day? Right? Like, those guys should have been YouTube centric day one. They should have been, just talking us through everything you could do. Like, and the other thing is, I think they should have released like a slimmed down version that could have been paid for free. Let me stay focused here. Today we're talking about Dungeons & Dragons, Stranger Things, Welcome to the Hellfire Club. So what is this thing? Well, welcome to tradition. I love tradition. So on Thursday, February 7th, 1974, Gary Gygax said, "Hello, world. Would you like a game?" And then the world was like, "Yes, we'd like a game." And he's like, "Here's your game." Enjoy. Like, and I'm the only person in the world who was like, that wasn't a game. Like, that was a human improvement engine disguised as a game. That was never a game. Wasn't a game on day one. Wasn't a game day now. And certainly will not be a day game on day 1000 from now. Right? It's never been a game. Right? Guess what? Same thing here. What the heck is Dungeons & Dragons Stranger Things Welcome to the Hellfire Club? Oh my gosh, right? So the simple answer is it's a board game. Thanks. Wink, wink. Okay, I got you. I heard you. Wink, 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 wink. Right, yeah, okay. Right, now, first of all, it says it's a board game on the tin, right? I was like, oh, yeah, it's anchovies, right? Like, that's what it says on the tin. But even there, you just need to read right into the promo, and it's like, oh, there's a whole bunch of role-playing in this, right? There's a role-playing product, right? So what is this really? I'm going to give it to you right now. This is the newest stealth edition of Dungeons & Dragons. What do you mean stealth edition, Scott? Dungeons & Dragons has multiple stealth editions. Editions that exist that function in the real world as products, but are truly, by every single metric, an official edition, but not an acknowledged edition. I shouldn't say they're stealth editions. They're not official editions. They're definitely not official editions. They are stealth editions. They are fully functioning editions, not official, fully functioning editions. Okay, and they go under stealth editions. And Dungeons & Dragons Stranger Things Welcome to the Hellfire Club is simply the newest stealth edition of Dungeons & Dragons. So first of all, Scott, what do you mean stealth edition? Yeah, it's a great question. Let me explain to you what they are. So first of all, the best stealth edition you will find anywhere is Dungeons & Dragons Young Adventurers Guides. They're in these tiny little booklets. They are absolutely fantastic. And they pose as a book that an aunt buys for her kid, who actually for her, an aunt buys for her niece or nephew. And it's like, hey, I know you really like to read, and I know you also like struggle a little bit to make friends, and I know you're like kind of in your own worlds. Well, there's this whole thing where people are doing this. Check out this D&D thing. And then when young adventurers, young people, young adults read this thing, they're like, hey, here's how you play Dungeons and Dragons. And it's right there. It's a stealth edition of Dungeons and Dragons. That's not the only place. Did you know Lego published their own edition of Dungeons and Dragons? I'm not kidding. If you bought, if on April 24th, you bought, if in April 2024, you bought the Lego Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragon's Tale, you got a fully functioning edition of Dungeons and Dragons that you can use to play Dungeons and Dragons in new, fresh ways with Lego, with the set you had bought, and every Lego that had ever been published anywhere, right? Like that Lego, any Lego set Lego had ever used, which is like, what? Right? Like, and it functions as a stealth edition. Wait a second, Scott, that's two. Are there any more? Yes, there are. The 2014 Dungeons and Dragons 5e is now the stealth edition. What's the, wait, 5e is, well, what is 5e then? The 2024 cool rule books are 5e. Ain't nobody ever going to use those 10-year-old schlumpty books again. They're a stealth edition, right? Their only function is to remind you what you played 10 years ago, and they just sit on shelves. Nobody's ever going to use them for anything. Actually, they might end up in some institutions like prisons or libraries. So it's possible that people who don't have money might be able to get those books. I wish I could give mine away, but I just need mine for historical reasons. I feel a little bit guilty keeping mine, but I have to be able to see what it, I get too many questions, and I need to know what every edition says. So those are the 2014 edition is now literally a stealth edition, okay? And the real edition, the real D&D 5e is the 2024 core rulebooks, which is pretty wild. It is incredible what's happening, right? So that's what, in my humble opinion, Dungeons & Dragons Stranger Things Welcome to the Hellfire Club actually is. It is a stealth edition of Dungeons & Dragons, which is extremely exciting. Extremely exciting. Extremely exciting. I am so excited about this product. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. Nothing more. Absolutely nothing more. Absolutely nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider subscribing and have a fetch millennium.